What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic video. Here we are going to talk about finally we get some news, some updates when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I know everybody has been terribly frustrated when it comes to Marvel Tokon, them not basically giving us any news. But over the last couple of days, we've been getting a lot of news when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And when it comes to State of Play, they have released a trailer. Arc System Works released a trailer of some updates and some new shit when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. So basically, the trailer basically revealed Wolverine, which many of us already suspected that Wolverine was going to be in the base roster of the game because Wolverine is just everywhere right now. He's going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Wolverine is getting his own game. He's in Marvel Cosmic Invasion. So Wolverine is pretty much everywhere. When it comes to any Marvel game that's out right now, Wolverine is a part of it. So basically everybody already knew Wolverine was going to be a part of this game, and Wolverine has been revealed. On side of Wolverine, Magik is coming in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Magik is actually somewhat of a surprise, but Arc System Works said that they're going to dig deep and they're going to bring out classic characters from the comic book ages when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And with Magik coming back, that was a definite surprise. So I am happy for a character like Magik. You know, she is a character, basically, if you don't read the comic books, you're probably not going to know too much about her. But when it comes to Magik, she will be part of the base roster when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And then you have Danger. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I first seen Danger, before they revealed Danger's name, I thought it was going to be Deathbird. But it's Danger. You know, when I was looking at that, I was like, uh-oh. Deathbird. I was like, nope, they said it was Danger. So basically what we're going to talk about here, we're going to talk about a plethora of things when it comes to this video. We're going to talk about the whole character-based roster. A lot of people are kind of, 50-50 when it comes to the character-based roster. I'm going to get to that after I run these trailers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the trailers. The first trailer is just the basic gameplay trailer, the English dub version. And then, of course, the second trailer has the developers talking and, explaining the characters and stuff like that. So the only time when I'm going to chime in is when they reveal Wolverine, because, I just want to point out some stuff that Wolverine has going on when it comes to his special moves and stuff like that. So I'm going to run the two trailers, then I'm going to come back, then I'm going to give my final thoughts about the whole situation regarding Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls in the last few days. So here we go.
Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this!
I've got this one. I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, Bob.
So basically, they just showed Wolverine. They just showed his special moves and what he has to offer when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. So the reason why I stopped it right there is because, like I said, that there were a lot of similarities with this Marvel Tokon version of Wolverine with the Marvel vs. Capcom version. So a lot of things were similar there. Even though a lot of moves looked like they were enhanced, he did like a air tornado claw or something like that. So that's something new, to a certain extent. Also, I kind of saw like the Berserker Barrage looks like it's going to be in full effect in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. They're probably not going to name it that, but it looks like the Berserker Barrage is going to be in this game. And I also want to say the Berserker Barrage is a Wolverine move. Wolverine has had that move since his existence. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know how the Capcom fanboys are. No, Capcom created that. No, they didn't. Wolverine has always had this fucking move. And Hugh Jackman even does it in the movies. He's always had that move. But it looks like the Berserker Barrage is there when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And I also want to say something else when it comes to Wolverine. Because when I talk about Marvel vs. Capcom, the trio that I use when it comes to Marvel vs. Capcom, my legendary trio is Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Iceman. So I have two characters of my legendary trio, and hopefully we can get Iceman in this game. Whether it be base roster or DLC, we get Iceman in this game, I will have my legendary trio back. When it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, that trio, if I get that trio, add it with another character, maybe the Punisher, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, asses are going to get kicked in this game. For real. So I just want to basically point that out, that I have 2 characters of my legendary trio back in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology. Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this!
We are stronger together!
短距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
デンジャーは体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバーストーコンオリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベルトーコンファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Please check it out and
Stay tuned!
So there were the 2 trailers. Like I said, I was only going to stop it when they showed Wolverine, but I do want to talk about some things when it comes to the trailers and when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls overall. Now, at the end of the first trailer, y'all seen that they showed something when it came to DLC. They showed in the first year, we're going to get 4 characters and we're going to get a new stage in the first season of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Then, of course, they said the game is going to come out August the 6th, 2026. But one thing that I paid attention to, they literally showed us the DLC layout. So the DLC layout is pretty much going to be like Tekken 8, 4 characters plus a new stage. Now, we don't know if Marvel Tokon is going to incorporate guest characters or whatever. A lot of people say that we're probably going to see Guilty Gear characters. And I'm like this. I don't think that they should do that. I think they should just stick to just putting Marvel characters in, because Marvel is a huge universe. They can do this. Marvel Tokon does not need guest characters. They don't need none of that. They don't need Guilty Gear characters. I just hope Arc System Works stick with Marvel characters, because a lot of people have a lot of favorites when it comes to these Marvel characters and these Marvel franchises. So hopefully when it comes to that, they just stick to characters and not put none of that guest character shit in the game, because Marvel Tokon is a game that just does not need it. But yeah, that is one thing that I noticed. They gave us the layout when it came to DLC, 4 characters and a stage, and it's probably going to be like that whenever they make a season 2. Now, having said that, the base roster is going to have 20 characters at launch. They showed 3 of them, so that means there's like 9 characters left to show. That's still a good number of characters for a lot of characters to return. And like I said, a lot of people are hoping for their favorites to come back. Those 9 characters can be anybody. You know, like I said, Magik just got revealed, so we could see characters such as Iceman, Bishop, Nightcrawler, or, you know, we could probably see Black Panther. I have this hunch that we're probably going to see Black Panther. Black Panther is probably going to be the next character that's going to get revealed. So Black Panther, maybe the Incredible Hulk, you know, or some stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. Like, I guess sometime last year, I did a video on a character wish list on characters that I would hope get revealed for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Go check that video out. That video is a very fun video to watch. Go check that video out. That video is a very fun video to watch. It's a video, like I said, I did like last year. just basically talking about the characters that I want to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, whether it be base roster or DLC. And that video is still holding up today. Y'all know how people like to say, well, this video aged or whatever people like to say. Well, that video still is in good shape right now because, like I said, there's still some slots left. We're going to have DLC slots left. So please go check that video out. That's a video that will stand the test of time because there's going to be so many reveals and so many characters announcements in the upcoming future when it comes to Marvel Tokon. So please go check that video out. Listen to what I got to say when it comes to characters being revealed in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. When it comes to only 20 characters being a part of the base roster, as I said, it looks like people in the FGC are kind of 50-50 on this whole thing, but you got to think about something. You know, like I said, Marvel is a huge universe, and Arc System Works is probably looking at it like, you know what, let's give people 20 characters. I don't know how many seasons Marvel Tokon is going to have. I think this is a game that's going to run for a long time. So they're going to keep on adding characters. And look, this is Marvel we talking about. If our favorites come into the game, we're going to pay for them. We're going to pay for them. If they put an Iceman in the game, if they even put Black Panther for DLC, which I think Black Panther is going to be base roster, we're going to pay for it. You know, characters like fucking Thor, Magneto, or whatever, we going to pay for those characters. You know what I'm saying? Because they Marvel characters. And like I said, Marvel is just a huge universe. At the end of the day, Marvel Tokon may end up with like 60 characters. So it's not a big deal at all that the game is going to start out with 20 characters because the game is probably going to end up with 60, maybe 70 when it's all said and done. So I know a lot of people were kind of 50-50 on that. I don't have a problem with it. Marvel is a huge universe, and I feel like Arc System Works is really going to give us something special when it comes to a lot of these characters. We're going to see some characters that we thought we may never see. It's just starting to seem that way. But that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. Wolverine being revealed in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, along with Magik, Danger, also too the Season 1 DLC roster. And they revealed that 4 characters are going to happen in a stage. So they revealed a lot when it came to this. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Put y'all thoughts and y'all feelings down there. We can definitely get a conversation started. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more of this real talk Marvel shit when it comes to Marvel Tokon, when it comes to Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Marvel whatever. Hey, I'm going to be there. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at you in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.